That if I can't have you, no one will mentality is not love. It's a fragile ego, toxic masculinity, bitterness, insecurity, anger, and dangerous, but it is not love. Unfortunately, a great soul would be taken because of this type of mentality. Kenneth Cunningham II was a great man. He was described as a handsome, kind, gentle, loving soul who wouldn't hurt a fly. He had a passion and love for music. Kenneth was a great friend and had a loving, one-of-a-kind relationship with his family, especially with his father and sister. The public love and affection displayed between these three has me in awe. Sadly, his beautiful mother passed away on February 2nd, 2006. The mother message to baby she wrote him said, "For 6 days, we were in labor together. You were under fetal stress, so mommy had to have a C-section. When I first laid eyes on you, you were and still are so beautiful and precious. I want you to grow up happy and loved. Daddy and I love you so very much. You are my sunshine. If the Lord is willing, I will live to see you a grown, happy, and successful young man. I love you so much." What a beautiful, loving family Kenneth had. He was looking forward to watching the newest addition, his nephew, grow up. Unfortunately, because of a grown boy's inability to accept rejection like a man, Kenneth wouldn't get that chance.
Suspect in a deadly Cobb County apartment shooting just went before a judge for the first time. Police say he pretended to be a delivery driver to lure the victim to his death. That is where we begin tonight on Fox 5 News Edge at 11. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Christine Spiro. Investigators say 33-year-old Donovan Carter's disguise proves he planned out the deadly crime. Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us live outside the Cobb County Jail with more. And Eric, Carter just appeared before a magistrate court judge.
Just within the last hour, he made that appearance inside the Cobb County Jail, where he's going to remain for the next 20 days until a Superior Court judge can give him a bond hearing. That's because of the murder charges. Now, police tell us that this crime was a premeditated murder, the likes of which they're not used to seeing.
This is an incredibly different scenario than we would typically encounter.
Public Information Officer for Marietta Police Chuck McPhillamy says, according to their investigation, the suspect, 33-year-old Donovan Carter, went to great lengths to commit this murder.
We can now confirm that the suspect did wear a costume to appear like they were a delivery driver. They did use that to then lure that victim out of their own residence and then subsequently shoot them to death.
McPhillamy says, unfortunately, the victim, Kenneth Cunningham II, was expecting packages to be delivered to his apartment Wednesday.
It happened to have been the victim's 40th birthday. So this would have been a day that you would have been expecting to receive a package of some kind from a friend or a family member.
Police responded to the Harlow apartments off Windy Hill and Cobb Parkway at around 10:30 a.m. Wednesday. From there, it was a multi-agency effort to identify and find Carter.
You had the sheriff's office with drones in the air. You had the Cobb County Police Department activate their real-time crime center. You had Cobb County Police with their canines, our officers, and our investigators.
Investigators later learned that Cunningham was dating Carter's ex-girlfriend. They then discovered he lived in Gwinnett County, where Gwinnett County police officers were able to track him and arrest him during a traffic stop.
This was a premeditated act. This is someone who drove well over an hour with the intent of committing this crime, put on that costume, walked to that location, performed this deadly act. This is an individual that we needed to get off the streets.
And again, because of those murder charges, he's going to remain here without bond until a Superior Court hearing on January 24th. Reporting live in Cobb County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Very disturbing details. Eric, thanks for the latest. We have breaking news out of Smyrna tonight.
Accused of killing his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend in Marietta made his first court appearance. I'm Blair Miller.
Savannah, Louie in for Sean Gables tonight. Donovan Carter faced a judge for the first time in Cobb County tonight. We have Atlanta News First Chelsea Bime for. She was there and she joins us live now. Chelsea, what else did you learn?
Well, Savannah, Carter is facing several charges, including malice murder. The bond was not set, though, tonight. Only a Superior Court judge can do that, so Carter will remain behind bars for at least the next few weeks.
You have 4 charges currently pending against you tonight. The first is the charge of aggravated assault with the intent to murder another human being.
Thursday night, 33-year-old Donovan Carter listened as a judge formally read the charges he's facing in connection to the shooting death of Kenneth Cunningham.
The audacity, the overt actions of this violent criminal to drive so far to shoot someone to death, premeditated.
Carter is accused of driving to Cunningham's apartment on Cobb Parkway Wednesday morning and posing as a delivery driver to lure him outside. Sergeant Chuck McPhillamy with Marietta Police says that's when Carter shot Cunningham.
This is an individual that drove over an hour, put on a uniform, a costume, if you will, to change his appearance and look like a delivery driver to lure this victim out of their residence.
Arrest warrants say Carter fired bullets from a semi-automatic handgun, which struck Cunningham as he was running away. Marietta police say after he pulled the trigger, Carter drove over an hour away back to his home in Gwinnett County. 6 agencies worked together to track him down.
He was stopped yesterday afternoon. By evening, he was already in custody. Overnight, he was booked into the jail, mere hours after all of this originally occurred.
Marietta police are still investigating the motive, but say Cunningham was dating Carter's ex-girlfriend. Carter remains behind bars tonight in Cobb County.
This individual will now be held accountable for this violent crime.
And the magistrate judge that read Carter his charges tonight, again, does not have the power to grant bond. That will be determined by a Superior Court judge on January 24th. Reporting live in Cobb County tonight, Chelsea Bime for Atlanta News First.
To all of Kenneth's family and friends, I am so sorry for your loss. If what Kenneth went through, all of his hurt and pain, can stop someone from going through the same thing, then he didn't die in vain.